What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the MG Cup series. I hope you guys are excited as I am because it is time for the 2007 MG Cup series Daytona 500. The cars are rolling off the pit road and we are about to get underway here. My favorite driver is on the pole, Jeff Gordon. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm supposed to be unbiased. Jeff Gordon is on the pole with the 20 of Tony Stewart to his outside. Behind him, the winner of the Clash here at Daytona is Matt Kenseth in the 17, and the 48 of Jimmy Johnson rounding out the top 5. The 07 of Clint Bowyer, and the 99 of Carl Edwards starts 6th to his outside there. Man, I'm excited for this. The 2007 season underway, the final season with these with this style of cars. The final Daytona 500 with this style of car, and we'll be bringing on a new generation of stock cars here to the channel for the MG Cup series, as Gordon now will lead us through 3 and 4, or actually the pace car leads us through 3 and 4. Gordon on the bottom will lead us to the green once the pace car pulls off. And speaking of the pace car pulling off, that pace car getting ready to make that hard left-hand turn on the pit road at any second here, watching it closely, and there it goes. Pace car is in. We are about to begin. Green flag in the air. We're racing at Daytona. Gordon clears the top, immediately hops up to block the 20, and now back down in front of the 17 of Kenseth. Full field, 43 cars here today. A bunch of drivers tried to enter. 43 made it in. Here we go. Down the back stretch for the first time. Beautiful flybys as we head down the back straightaway. And now in the turns 3 and 4 for the first time. Gordon with a healthy lead. Looks like he's gonna lead lap 1. Here comes sophomore driver Clint Bowyer up to second place. That DirecTV 07 machine. Oh, just barely hopped back down in front of the 5 of Kyle Busch. And then, speaking of Kyle Busch, here he comes. Kyle Busch to the bottom. Tried to sneak in, take second away, but Bowyer hops down with a block. Here comes Kevin Harvick behind him in the 29 as well. Off turn 2 once again. Down the back straightaway. Oh boy, it is close. Here comes Bowyer. Here comes Kyle Busch. In the turns 3 and 4, they're going to go 3 wide in the 3 and 4. Kyle Busch down low, all the way to the bottom. Can he clear him? How about Harvick trying to help his teammate? Now moves up to help Jeff Gordon. No help on the bottom 2 rows. Here comes Jeff Burton now to push Kyle Busch. Looks like Bowyer's going to lead the lap though. Now exiting the tri-oval. The 24 is going to have the run off the top. The 5 has a push on the bottom. The 07 going to get swallowed up here in that old sucker hole, CW used to say. And now Kyle Busch goes up top to get in front of his teammate. Gonna pull Jeff Gordon along on the bottom there. Speaking of Jeffs, here comes Jeff Burton. Here comes Martin Truex Jr. on the bottom. 3 wide once again for the lead. Contact. Truex and Burton onto the apron. They're gonna save it somehow. Burton comes out of it with the lead. And those are not exactly teammates, but those are cars coming basically out of the same shop. They do not want to tear them up, especially not this early into the race. Lots of rows of 3 wide here already. These drivers amped up, excited. I know they are, as they should be. Smoke off turn 2, but no caution. Looks like Chris Mack might have had some sort of an issue. He is way off the pace. He's got a tire down. I'm not sure if that's what led to the spin or not, but definitely problems for Chris Mack once again, just like we saw in the Clash. Trouble. Round goes Mears in the Truex, and the big one's going to happen here at Daytona. Huge crash. They're still piling in. Oh, big hits. The 5 of Kyle Busch got on his side there. and lots of cars being torn up. Racing back to the yellow flag, it's going to be Bobby Labonte winning the race back to the caution as the pace car rolls onto the racetrack. The field going to catch the pace car and queue up. This saves Chris Mack. He was just about to fall a lap down. Wow, what a wreck right off the bat here. David Gilliland in his second full-time season here, all torn up. Let's see what just happened. They were 4 wide just about, heading down into turn 1 as Casey Mears, a little bit indecisive on where he wanted to go, tried to hop back down to the bottom, got a bump from the 43 of Labonte, who wasn't lifting. He had a car in his back bumper as well. That's his old car. That's J.J. Yaley in the 18. And Yaley shoving him through Casey Mears. Mears in a tough spot. Gets sent up 4 wide. I don't think Burton realized they were 4 wide. He was squeezing them, and they all go into the outside wall. A bunch of Chevys. There's your pole sitter, Jeff Gordon, involved. I mean, a lot of... This is Chevrolet's worst nightmare. Look at how many Chevys got caught up in this. There's Kyle Busch, Tony Stewart. I mean, the 66, and there's more coming in. Busch about turned over. That was a hard hit from the 88 or excuse me, 44, Dale Jarrett. Driving for Michael Waltrip's team now. Another Michael Waltrip car. That's David Ruderman involved in the 00. Huge wreck. We're going to take another look at it here. Bobby Labonte being aggressive here early on. And it looks like that may have been what led to this wreck. Yep, 4 wide heading into turn 1. And they all go into the outside wall hard. There's Jeff Gordon, Kevin Harvick. Oh, Denny Hamlin's got some damage to the left side of his car. Matt Kenseth just got through. There's the 32. The 83. Oh, man, the 32 got up on his side as well there and about turned over. That's Travis Quapple going for a wild ride. Man, lots of big hits in this wreck. Jeff Burton caught up in it. Stuck on the outside wall or outside line, nowhere to go. Poor Truex thought he had these guys cleared, and next thing he knows, he is backwards up against the outside wall there, being dragged along. Oh, Kyle Petty, no time to slow down there on the bottom. Just went right into the back of them. Violent impacts for some of these guys, but luckily everybody's okay. The new Red Bull Racing team, both of their cars destroyed in this wreck. Brian Vickers in the 83. AJ Allmendinger, a rookie, in the 84. We saw him racing the truck race as well. Allmendinger out here at Daytona. Very unfortunate. But man, look at Kyle Petty into the back of Travis Quapple and some big impacts there. Ricky Rudd driving the 88 squeaks through. How about Ricky Rudd making his return this season, by the way? Driving that 88 car that Dale Jarrett left. But, yeah, excuse me, sorry. Here we go. Gonna double them up. Double file once again here. Ready to kick things back off here from Daytona International Speedway, the world center of racing. Oh boy, here we go. One car peeked out of line there for a split second, I believe. That was the 86 of Chris Mack. Papyrus Racing not full-time this season as the green flag waves once again. They're not full-time this season, just entering in for a couple of races. Remember, they were supposed to be closing their doors for their Cup team last season, but plans changed. The new body style for the Money Grand National Series was released. Drivers were not really a big fan of it, but it looks like we'll have to be dealing with that for a season or two. So Papyrus Racing holding on that ordeal, and they're also fielding a part-time truck in the Money Truck Series, as we saw Chris Mack enter a couple nights ago. Unfortunately, was taken out right off the bat. Close racing action once again. Like we didn't just learn our lessons or anything. They are right back at it here. from Daytona. We still got over 20 laps to go. Coming around, it will be 20 to go this time. Now down the backstretch once again. These drivers getting more aggressive with their pushes, and we're seeing it right there. The 19's in the grass. Oh boy, can he merge safely? He's gonna try to, and he does. Wow, how did that not result in a wreck? With Elliott Sadler and the 12 of Ryan Newman getting together there, that could have been really bad. That was close to a massive wreck, but luckily it wasn't. 48 of Jimmy Johnson, still your leader. It was hard for anybody to catch him in the clash. Trying to hang on to the lead here once again, this time into the race that counts, the Daytona 500. Dale Jr., and I apologize if I sound a little sick. My nose is stuffy. I guess I am getting sick out of nowhere. I really don't know how. But just keep getting sick here. Here comes the 99 of Carl Edwards. Down to the bottom. 48 of Jimmy Johnson down the block as well. And further back, we got a rookie. That's David Reagan in the 6 car. How about David Reagan? We didn't see him at all last season. We saw him in the past series, the inaugural season of the past series, driving in a 90 machine. Didn't have a ride for last year, but manages to replace Mark Martin in that 6 car. So how about that? And speaking of Mark Martin, he was supposed to be retiring, but he's coming back for another season here, driving that 01 car. Look at the 2 of Kurt Busch, the golden number 2, working his way to the front of the field. That Dodge looking for some help from another Dodge, and now he's got a teammate up there into the mix. He's going to hop back down in front of him. Newman and Busch working together here. The Penske boys. Now they hop up to the top lane. They get in front of Bobby Labonte, another Dodge. That 43 Cheerios machine trying to get a run. He's got a push from Biffle in the 16, and here comes Kurt Busch underneath Carl Edwards for P2. He's going to try to take the lead from Jimmy Johnson. He's got a loyal pusher. That's his teammate, the 12 of Ryan Newman. And he moves up instead. And that's going to allow Newman to get... No, he hops back down in front. Went up the block. Edwards there. And now trying to stay in the draft of Jimmy Johnson. Wherever Jimmy goes, Kurt goes. Can Kurt Busch get to the lead? He's trying everything. But it's just been so hard to catch the leader with this package without any help from behind. If Newman can get up there. And there they go. But Newman chooses not to go with him. He's got his nose in there though. Newman gets left out to dry. Here comes David Reagan to the inside. Rookie David Reagan to the inside of Ryan Newman. Side by side for P3. And he's going to get there, pushing Newman's teammate to the lead. And now Kurt Busch moves up. Almost opened the door. He's going to go back down the block. Gets a good arc into the tri-oval. David Reagan being a good pusher here. And he's got J.J. Yaley right behind him in the 18. The 19 of Elliott Sadler. We saw him make a crazy save earlier in the race. He's back into it as well. This time by, it'll be halfway through the Daytona 500. Here comes the 99 of Edwards through the middle. Reagan going up the block and try to help his teammate. And that's going to allow the 18 of Yaley to help. Or to pass, I should say, that 6 car. Or at least get to his inside. Out front, though, it's all Kurt Busch running away with it. Huge lead. He might get gobbled up here in just a second. Halfway through the Daytona 500. And, oh boy. These guys are going to get crazy here. 3 wide now. Jimmy Johnson falling back. Slow car. Lap car. It's the 83 of Brian Vickers. Where are they going to go when they catch Vickers? Vickers is the only slow car in this area here. It's about to go a lap down. How will they do? How will the leaders fare when they catch him? And Chris Mack having issues once again. What is going on here? That 86 not doing so hot right now. Looks like he just exited pit road. No, he didn't. I did see some smoke. Anyways, here comes the leaders on Vickers. They had to check up there. And that's going to stack everybody up. Look at this. The whole field getting stacked up from Brian Vickers. Vickers goes up to the top. And now stacking up. Contact down the backstretch. Around goes the entire field. The big one, part 2 at Daytona, takes out the entire lead pack. And they are piling in. They're piling in. Look out. Look out. Oh, more big hits. Heading down into turns 3 and 4. Truex is destroyed. He's going to get into Montoya. Rolls that 42 car. Kyle Busch style. What is going on here? Chris Mack having issues on his own once again. Not sure what's going on with that 86 car. Jamie McMurray is your new leader. And everybody else is destroyed. McMurray is the only good car remaining. I'm not sure what's going on here. Jamie McMurray did get a little bit of contact in that. Caution's out. Let's see what just went down. Oh, they just stacked up too many cars in one spot there. Looks like the 2, Kurt Busch, comes off the corner. Gets into the back of the 83. Then gets shoved by Elliott Sadler down the track right into David Reagan. Across Reagan's nose into the 18 of Yaley. They go up into the outside wall collecting the 83 of Vickers. And they all pile up from there. The entire track is blocked. The entire track gets blocked from here. And they start sliding back up the racetrack. There's nowhere for these guys to go. Ricky Rudd in the 88. Snickers machine. And then these guys come plowing in. There's nowhere for them to go. They were hoping the track would clear up. Usually it would clear up by then, but such a large wreck, there was really nothing they could do. And then the 42 of Montoya. Man. The 1 of Truex already with heavy damage, can't stop or steer, just gets destroyed. And then just nothing he can do, just plows right through Montoya as well. We're going to watch it again from this angle. Too many cars in one spot, and there they go. There's the 96 of Tony Raines. Is that Raines? Yeah, Tony Raines sliding, spinning. Doesn't get any serious damage in that, but right side definitely destroyed, and then everybody else comes piling in. There's Tony Stewart. There's the... Who is that in the grass? J.J. Yaley, Elliott Sadler, 2 guys that were in the initial wreck. And then cars come plowing in from way back there. I've never seen a wreck this big. Oh, in the front stretch, what happened to the 86 car? Man, that car climbed up into the air. We're going to have to ride on board with Chris Mack here. Wow. What happened to him there? Gets airborne with Boyer. Wow. Well, back to the big one here. Back to... Hold on. Let me adjust the volume so you guys can hear me still. Hold on. There we go. Yeah, down the back stretch. And nowhere to go, nothing they can do. Track is blocked. Big wreck. Man. Nowhere for Reed Sorensen to go there. Let me actually fix this. And this instead. And that Ryan Newman's on board. Red flag is out. This is going to take a while to clean up. Riding with Dale Jr., the favorite to win this one. There's nowhere to go. Nothing he can do. Nothing he can do. Just riding along. And next thing you know, the track is blocked. There's Mark Martin is on. Car is killed. There's more coming in. Absolutely nothing they can do. Truex's car. Truex had the brakes completely locked and slid right into it. We're gonna ride on board with Truex here, coming through the smoke. He's gonna try to slow it down. Runs right into the back of Robbie Gordon. Slides down the banking. Boom! Right into the 42. Topples him over. Big hit for Montoya, the rookie, Juan Pablo Montoya. First start here in the MG Cup Series, and not how he wanted it to go. Upside down in turn 3. Man, look at this. Bobby Labonte looked like he was going to launch there. He caught a little bit airborne. Riding on board with him. Oh man, did you see Johnny Sauter in the 70 car? I did not see that. He got nailed. That car was flying through the air. My goodness. Wow, all 4 wheels off the ground. That car got launched. He was hit so hard. Man, hard impacts. Luckily, everybody is okay once again. I'm not sure how. But yeah, they are. And that's, thank goodness. Because look at the impact Johnny Sauter took. Man, watch these guys just, wow, come flying in, nowhere to go. Dave Blaney, the number 22 Caterpillar Toyota. Sterling Marlin. Denny Hamlin comes in. Montoya. Tony Stewart. Marlin about got turned over as well. There's the impact between Robbie Gordon and Montoya. Just on the apron in just the right way to get tumbled over when Truex hit him. I cannot believe what I just saw. This has to be one of, if not the biggest wreck in MG Cup Series history. Because I have not seen a wreck this big in a long time, if ever. But we still got to finish these last 10 laps, so without further ado, here we go. They might not be good, but they have to be run. Jamie McMurray went winless last season. Made it into the Clash this season off of a wild card. A new rule to get more drivers into the Clash. And looks like he might be in position to win the Daytona 500 if he can hang on. He's still got a couple clean cars out here. The 66, or not too clean, I should say, but somewhat clean. The 66 of Jeff Green has a little bit of damage behind them. The 88 has some damage. The 00 has some damage. Everybody else has damage except for Jamie McMurray, who has light damage in that 26 car, but nothing noticeable really. Green flag is back in the air. We're racing once again. Jeff Green in the 66 makes his way up into second place. Does he have anything left for the 26 car, or is he just going to have to ride around there? No rear end for the 43 of Bobby Labonte, but he's trying his best to help out. He's going to fall back, though. Here comes the 17 of Kansas. Here comes the 00 of that's the Burger King car, David Rudiman. Single file. Nothing these guys can do. Rudiman. Looks like they fixed that car up pretty good, actually. There's not too much visible damage on that 00 machine. He's flying by these guys without draft. So he might still have a chance to win it. Here comes Kenseth, the Clash winner. Completely, well, not destroyed, but he's a little bit off the pace. Trying to use any bit of draft to his advantage here. Now here we go down the backstretch once again. McMurray trying to pull away. He's going 188. So is Jeff Green. So he's still on pace. He just can't do anything, really. What in the world? The lights just turned on. He can't do anything about it. I know it's storming hard, but goodness, enough to turn on a light? Wow. So, here comes Rudiman. David Rudiman has made a few part-time Cup starts before in 2004. Now going full-time here in 07 for Michael Waltrip's team. Can David Rudiman do anything about this? Here comes Kurt Busch. Busch might still be fast in this race here. I don't see any damage on his car. He might be a contender if he can get there. That is if he can get up there. Dale Jr. doesn't seem to have too much damage on his car either. Trying to get back up there and have a shot to win it. But it might be too little too late for some of these guys. McMurray. Way too far out. Nothing these guys can do. They're trying their best to work together here, but they're not getting anywhere. Nose to tail, and still same speed as McMurray's going. There's nothing they can do. Five laps to go here from Daytona. Can they do anything? Looks like they're closing in just a little bit. No, still the same distance off turn 2. Kurt Busch, can he do anything? He's coming. He's getting up there, I'd say. Not really. Wait, Chris Mack's still in the race? What? Well then. That's the thing, I guess. He's racing hard with Scott Riggs and Carl Edwards trying to get as many spots as he can here, but meanwhile, out in front, here comes David Rudiman up to P2. Can he do anything with Jamie McMurray, or is it too little too late? 3 laps to go from Daytona. And here comes the 66 now, back to the inside. They're going to race each other for second. That might as well be all she wrote. That might as well be all she wrote. That is not going to help them at all. That's going to slow these two down. That's going to allow McMurray to pull away. McMurray we might as well give him the trophy if they race each other like that. But they're trying to work something out. They're trying to work together. They're trying to stay in line, work with each other. And I think they're starting to catch that 26 car now. The 66 reeling into 26 off of turn 4. 2 laps to go this time by as they cross the stripe. What a weird way to start the season here from Daytona. Jamie McMurray trying to hang on. He's got 2 cars. Only 2 cars that are fast enough to even keep up with him here. And they're racing each other for second. Rather than working together and trying to get themselves in position to win, they are racing each other. Rudiman trying to get back up there. McMurray coming through 3 and 4. He will see the white flag this time by one more time around. for McMurray. White flag. Further back. The battle for fourth is on. These guys don't have enough time to bunch up and try to run these guys down. The battle for second is still on. Down the back stretch once again for the final time. Here comes Ruderman once again to the inside of Jeff Green. Underdogs fighting for P2, but it's all Jamie McMurray up front. Through 3 and 4 now. Off of turn 4 for the final time. Fans are on their feet cheering on little Jamie baby. He's going to come through the trioval. Jamie McMurray wins the Daytona 500. For P4, a photo finish, and it's going to be Dale Jr. edging out the 2 of Kurt Busch. No, it's Kurt Busch edging out Dale Jr. at the stripe. I thought Jr. was ahead, but looks like I was wrong. We're going to go back and take another look at that one. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, it was the 2. Just barely over Junebug. Further back, close battle for 9th. And out of turn 4 for the final time. Chris Mack. 19 and the 99. Squeezes them up into the outside wall. They're wrecking for last out here. Who would have thought? Oh no, he's gonna hit the inside wall. Car's killed. But Jamie McMurray is your Daytona 500 winner. That's one crazy way to kick off the season, if you ask me. I know the finish was a little anticlimactic, but the way they were racing before then, man, some of the best racing we've seen on plate tracks ever. But that's going to do it. I hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe. Hope to see y'all next time. And until then, peace.